Hi folks, it's been a while. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It has been a while since I last updated you with my life, really. I hope you're all well. It is Sunday and it's the evening time. It is 7:45 p.m. and it's still daylight and glorious. This is one of the benefits of living in the northern hemisphere and British summertime. You know, it's the days are getting longer. It gets light about 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's daylight outside, and at the moment it doesn't get dark until about 9 p.m. and that will get later. You know, in the peak of summer, it might be 10 p.m. before it starts to get dark. So I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. I've come out for an evening walk. Last week, I had a week off work. Look at this. It's all overgrown. Stinging nettles on either side, so I've got to be careful. But last week I was off work for a week, and sorry folks, I don't want to get stung up here. I was off work for a week and that was good, but unfortunately I had serious migraines for the entire week, so I wasn't able to go out and do anything that I wanted to do. I spent the week, literally the entire week, indoors because I just wasn't feeling well at all. So a lot of the house clearance that I wanted to do, the gym, many things I just didn't end up doing because I was just not well at all. So funnily enough, I started to feel better yesterday evening, and today I don't have a headache or a migraine, a banging migraine. Sometimes I get these episodes of migraines for a week, which was one of those. And yesterday I came out for a walk and felt a lot better for it. This morning I woke up and I didn't have a migraine, but I had the lingerings of a headache. So I took some painkillers and I'm feeling a lot better for it now. So hopefully that's the end of the migraines. This week has been a funny week, actually, this week gone, because it marked the week that I first went to Boa Vista, a year. 4th of May was a year to the date that I went to Boa Vista and spent my first holiday for a long time, at least a decade, as in overseas tropical holiday at that time. So it marked a week to that, and although there were great memories, I remember the feeling of being away, carefree, finally doing it, finally not worrying about bills and this DIY project in the house and that and other things, just to do something for myself. It was just remembering that feeling and that excitement of not knowing what I was going to, and having a week to myself to do anything I wanted to do. It was just absolutely an amazing feeling. But at the same time, I do have memories of things that didn't turn out how I'd hoped they would. So it was a mixed bag, really. A mixed bag. And my daughter, 1 year older, 26, yesterday. So that was nice. A lot has changed. I'm now living alone. Living alone. Although, to be honest with you, having the 5 months solitude has made it a lot easier to transition to living by myself. Not that I haven't in the past, but you know, to come back and be living by myself is just a continuation of where I left off. And although it is different with my daughter not being in the house, at the same time, it is nice to just have solitude. And that doesn't mean I don't miss her, I do, but at the same time, I appreciate having the solitude and the house to myself, and you know, not having any kind of complicated dynamics in the house. So yeah, I'm embracing that. It's just a shame that last week those debilitating migraines just kept me from doing anything. If you have migraines, if you've had a migraine or you have a history of migraines like myself, then you know how rough it can get. And this one was my temples and, you know, the base of my skull. I think that's I don't know if it's called a cranial migraine, but it was both. It was hair, temples and cranial. So thank God that's over with now. Tomorrow is work, and I've had some good results actually with work. I had the meeting with the director and my team leader because she wasn't approving any of my annual leave. And so I decided, as I last told you, to speak up, voice my opinions on the monthly employee survey. And obviously that goes to the big bosses, so they wanted to get that resolved ASAP. Had the meeting, and I don't really know if anything will change regarding the complicated client and getting another set of hands involved in that, which they need to, but who knows if they will. But that's been voiced to them. And also, I managed to get my annual leave all approved, all of it. So that was great, because my team leader was talking about, oh, get the annual leave cover before you get the approval, before I approve it. And it's like, what? How does that make any sense? Why would you get cover for something that you don't have approval for? You know, stupid. But I did it, and she still didn't approve the leave. And so I just brought it back up, raised my concerns with the director, and also where I'm going away next month. All will be revealed in time. Where I'm going away next month, that I had 3 days, the 1st to the 3rd of July, that of that leave, that were fully booked on the staff calendar. So I had the 4th, but not the 1st to the 3rd. So I spoke. Oh God, this is just noise. Let me come this way. Dogs and people. So I spoke to the director and said, look, you know, I said in the meeting, I want to plan to go to this place, and it's the only time I'm going to get to go with my family, and I've given enough notice, and it's still not approved. And so she said, yes, you can have it. And then I'd let her know about that. But then this time round, just the day before my leave, I just said, look, these days, I need these days to run concurrently with the other days. And she just said, yes, leave it with me. You have it. So I'm very happy that the whole leave situation has been sorted for now. No thanks to my team leader. And, you know, I raised that, I don't know what she's doing. My team leader telling me one thing, telling my colleague another thing that's in my team, and then speaking to other people that are in different teams. They don't have to abide by these rules. So I raised that. Why is this just applying to me and not to anyone else? So they didn't really have anything to say about that, other than, oh, don't ask other people because, you know, rules are different for different people depending on their clients and who's covering them. This is rubbish. You know, things like annual leave, there should be a standard procedure for booking and approval, not depending on which client you have, because you can't decide. You don't get to decide or choose which client you have. So then it's just the luck of the draw. So anyway, that's all sorted, and I'm very happy about that. You know, I've got leave later this month to take, and that's sorted. And next month I've got leave, and that is all sorted as well. So I'm very pleased about that. Unfortunately, I have to go to work tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. So since being here, being back, I've done some clearance of the house, not as much as I wanted to do, but I've done some. And I guess as it's just me in the house now, I've got more freedom to clear more things in a way that I didn't before. So that's a good thing. I still don't feel like this place is home to me. It doesn't feel like home. It's not too bad. You know, the weather's been good. And I haven't had any significant events happen since I've been back, but I do miss the peace and the solitude, the climate, the environment that I had when I was away. And I wouldn't necessarily say, aircraft, I wouldn't necessarily say that I miss Cape Verde itself, because I could be in a similar environment and feel the same, as in, you know, that kind of climate, the peace, the solitude, you know, being close to the beach, the coast, having interesting landscapes and being that way, and I would feel content. So it's not necessarily Cape Verde. I don't think it's Cape Verde. I don't have a longing to go back there. I don't, and that's why I guess I'm still searching for my home. But here it's the helicopters, the aircraft, the sirens, the noise, you know, it's just a lot. And it's not something that I want. And yeah, you could say, you know, I've got all the conveniences around me again, but it doesn't mean anything because I don't care about those conveniences. So what does it matter to have them around me? Yes, big supermarkets and, you know, clothes shops and techie shops and all that, but it doesn't mean anything to me because I don't want any of it. I don't need any of it. I don't desire it. The only thing that I would say, yeah, I'm well happy about is the fast internet because, you know, when I was in Cape Verde, there was only 1 or 2 places that I was at where the internet was fibre, high speed fibre. Everywhere else, it was close to dial-up, DSL dial-up. It's just pitiful. So, you know, being back home, recording this video, when I get home, I'll upload it and it will be less than 5 minutes and it will be fully uploaded, you know, 20 odd minute video. Whereas it would take days when I was in Santa Antao. You know, Mayo, forget it. Borbista was okay and Santiago was okay. And one apartment in South Vicente was just amazing. But a lot of the places, and Sal, that internet was good as well. But a lot of the places, it was pitiful. Sal Nicolau, just pitiful. Pitiful. Fogo, I didn't try to, but I have a feeling it wouldn't have been good either. Brava, forget it, you know. So I'm glad for the internet, but as you can hear, just the aircraft everywhere. I mean, this level of aircraft, I wasn't hearing it like this until I was in Sal. And even Sal wasn't like this, but my apartment wasn't too far from the airport, so occasionally I'd hear aircraft. But now, yes, you can hear the birds around, but it's just the level of air traffic is more. It's louder than the road traffic, than the motor vehicles on the road. The aircraft is louder. But yeah, I am blessed that it's been mild, it's been pleasant. So I can't complain about that, but I do need to be focused. I need to be focused because I want to find my home, a place that I feel is home. And in order to do that, I really do need to shed the burden of possessions and things that I have here. I need to start doing that. And even just have an idea of what it is that I'm taking with me and what it is I'll be leaving behind, you know. There's just a part of me that feels like I could just order one skip and throw everything in it, believe me, and just leave with one suitcase and that's it. That would be amazing. It would be. But I also need to work out how I can pursue what it is that I want to pursue and eventually quit this job that I'm doing, because the hassles that I've had have let me know that this is temporary. This can't be a permanent thing. So, yeah, this is what it's been really. And I've just had solitude because since I've been back, I've noticed that the people that have contacted me here in this country, it almost feels like they're just monitoring spirits, a lot of them, just monitoring for the system. You know, that sort of, hi, how are you? and you say, yeah, I'm fine, thanks, how are you doing? You might ask them a question, then poof, gone. So yeah, it's just this sort of surface level, superficial relationships that I just prefer the solitude to it. And it's not just in this country, because I think about it. I was in Cape Verde for 5 months, and I would say there's 2 people that I keep in contact with now. Two people. And that is it, 2 people by WhatsApp and email. And that's it. Other than that, all the other people that I met were just for that time, short transitory friendships that have not developed any further from where they were. In fact, they've regressed since I left. Those people haven't contacted me. And to be honest, I haven't contacted them. But a lot of them, it was interesting to see, once I left their islands, they dropped off. And I have no grievances about that. You have to let people show you who they are. And some people are for a season, not forever. So it's all good. It is all good. And in the end, the only person that you have all the time with you is yourself. So that is that. But yeah, I'm blessed that the weather's good. I often come to the park to ground, to just be in nature. I just feel like it's calming, and it's almost like a sanctuary outdoors. And I get peace of mind out here, calm. I can sit with my thoughts, can just appreciate nature. So yeah, that's why I come here almost daily. I try to go to parks, and even though you hear the aircraft and the trains as well going through the park, it's still just nice. It's just a level of peace that I miss. I miss peace that I had before in most places when I was away, that I don't have here unless I come to a green space, because quite far from the coast, at least 60 miles from the coast, and these green spaces, what around me is a concrete jungle. This green space park here is about 15 minutes walk from mine. Most of the parks are about at least 15 minutes walk from me. But this one, I truly do treasure the woodlands. It's got green common ground area, but I just love the woodlands here. So yeah, that's what's been happening with me, folks. And so I'm just going to end this now, but I wanted to let you know that I'm okay, and let me know if you're okay and how you're doing. But yeah, I'm happy, and I'll be going away next month. So I just got to get through this month and continue forging my path ahead so that I'm closer to being in my forever home. So with that, I will bid you all a blessed week, and I'll catch you all soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you soon, folks.